Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about selection of bearings subject to cyclic loads and speeds, and also probability of survival. If possible, we can discuss one numerical also. So in certain applications, ball bearings are subjected to cyclic loads and speeds. As an example, consider a ball bearing operating under the following conditions, that is radial load of 2500 Newton at 700 RPM for 25% of the time, radial load of 5000 Newton at 900 RPM for 50% of the time, radial load of 1000 Newton at 750 RPM for the remaining 25% of the time. So under these circumstances, it is necessary to consider the complete work cycle while finding out the dynamic load capacity of the bearing. And the procedure consists of dividing the work cycle into number of elements during which the operating conditions of load and speed are constant. Suppose that the work cycle is divided into x elements. Let P1, P2 and till Px be the loads, and N1, N2 till Nx be the speeds during these elements. So during the first element, the life L1 corresponding to load P1 is given by L1 is equal to C by P1 power cube into 10 to the power of 6 revolutions. So therefore, fraction of life consumed by the first element with load P1 acting for N1 number of revolutions is N1 by L1 is equal to N1 into P1 by C whole cube into 10 divided by 10 to the power of 6, and second element is N2 into P2 divided by C whole cube divided by 10 to the power of 6. Also N1 by L1 plus N2 by L2 plus so on, which is equal to 1. Let it be equation 1. If PE is the equivalent load for the complete work cycle, the life consumed by the work cycle is given by N into PE by C power cube divided by 10 power of 6, that is equation 2, where N is equal to N1 plus N2. So equating equations 1 and 2, that is N into PE by C whole cube divided by 106 is equal to N1 into P1 by C whole cube divided by 10 to the power of 6 plus N1 into P1 divided by C whole cube divided by 10 to the power of 6. So N into PE cube, which is equal to N1 P1 cube plus N2 P2 cube plus N3 P3 cube. So PE is equal to cube root of N1 P1 cube plus N2 P2 cube plus N3 P3 cube divided by N. Also, the equivalent load is called a cubic mean load, Fm. So therefore Fm is equal to cube root of N1 F1 cube plus N2 F2 cube plus N3 F3 cube by summation of all speeds, or else Fm is equal to cube root of T1 P1 cube plus T2 P2 cube plus T3 P3 cube divided by summation of time. So while dealing with varying load and speed condition, prepare the table as below and determine the cubic mean load. So for the three phases, Fr value, Fa value, speed N, time T, and SF. Fa by CO, that is only for design data handbook, and Fa by Fr value ratio X and Y for P is equal to Vx Fr plus Y into Fa into S. For all the three phases we need to find out. Then the most general form to determine the cubic load is given below, that is P is equal to K root of summation of Ti into Ni into Pe into I power K divided by summation of Ti into Ni. So moving to the next one, probability of survival. For each time interval, survival probability is calculated as the number of subjects surviving divided by the number of patents at risk. So subjects who have died, dropped out or moved out are not counted as at risk, that is subjects who are lost are considered censored and are not counted in the denominator. So we shall discuss one problem related to the deep groove balling in the same video, and even in the other video we will discuss the remaining problems also. So the given question is, a deep groove ball bearing is used for an axial flow compressor to carry a radial load of 2.5 kN and axial load of 1.5 kN. The service imposes light shock with a shock factor of 1.5. The bearing is to be used for 40 hours per week for 5 years. The speed of the shaft is 1000 revolutions per minute and shaft diameter is 60 mm. Select a suitable ball bearing. So the given data, let me write as Fr, that is the radial load 2.5 kN, convert that into Newton, 2500 Newton, and Fa axial force 1.5 kN, that is 1500 Newton, and Ka, that is a shock factor, that is 1.5, and the speed value given as 1000 rpm, and D value shaft diameter 60 mm. So solution, required design life, that is LD, which is equal to 40 into 52 into 5, that is 10,400 hours. So we will go with the different trials. So trial 1 means selecting 6212 SKF bearing. So therefore from table 24.60 for 6212 SKF bearing. This is the basic static capacity CO2 is equal to 32,500 Newton and basic dynamic capacity 47,500 Newton. So FA by CO is equal to 1500 divided by 32,500, which is equal to 0.0462. So from the table 24.51, by interpolation the value of E at FA by CO which is equal to 0.0462 is E is equal to 0.0462 minus 0.056 divided by 0.028 minus 0.056 into 0.22 plus 0.0462 minus 0.028 divided by 0.056 minus 0.028 into 0.26, which is equal to 0.246, or else x divided by 0.26 minus 0.22, which is equal to 0.0462 minus 0.028 divided by 0.056 minus 0.028, where FA by CO1 for x1 and x2 the E values will be for x1 0.028, y1 value will be 0.22, and for x2 0.056, y2 value will be 0.026. And here we could able to see the interpolation method. For 0.028 it's 0.22 and for 0.056 it's 0.26. So we need to find out for 0.0462 what is the x value. So from the interpolation method we are getting the x value as 0.026. So for FA by CO1, which is equal to 0.0462, and E is equal to 0.22 plus x, which is equal to 0.22 plus 0.026, that is 0.246. So therefore FA divided by VFR is equal to 1500 divided by 1 into 2500, that is 0.6. Assume inner race rotates, that is V is equal to 1. Since FA by VFR is greater than E. So from table 24.51, when x is equal to 0.56, that is FA divided by C suffix OR, that is x1 is 0.028 and y1 is 1.99, and x2 is equal to 0.056 and y2 is equal to 1.77. So by interpolation the value of y at FA by COR, which is equal to 0.0462, is y is equal to 0.0462 minus 0.056 divided by 0.028 minus 0.056 into 1.99 plus 0.0462 minus 0.026 divided by 0.056 minus 0.028 into 1.77, which is equal to 1.847. So therefore the equivalent load P or FE is equal to x into V into Ft plus y into Fa into Ka into Kt. So Kt is nothing but temperature factor. Assume it works normal temperature, that is Kt is equal to 1. Therefore P or Fe is equal to 0.56 into 1 into 2500 plus 1.847 into 1500 into 1.5 into 1, that is 6255.75 Newton. Also F is equal to Ft into Ka into Kt, that is 2500 into 1.5 into 1, that is 3750 Newton. So the largest among the above two values is the required Fe or P. So PR FE equal to 6255.75 Newton, and the required dynamic load rating CT is equal to FT into LD by LR into ND by NR power 1 by M. Equation 24.228. So LD is design life, that is 10,400 hours, LR rated life 500 hours, ND design speed 1000 RPM, FT actual radial speed, that is required equivalent load PRFE 6255.75 Newton, and rated speed, that is 33 into 1 by 3 RPM, and M is the exponent of 3 for ball bearing. So CR equal to 6255.75 into 10,400 divided by 500 into 1000 divided by 33 into 1 by 3 RPM power 1 by 3. So it is 53457.37 Newton. So the basic dynamic rating of 6212 is 47,500 Newton, which is less than 53,457.37 Newton. So therefore 6212 bearing is not suitable. Similarly, we have trial 2 and trial 3 also. From the trial 2 and trial 3 also, we got to know the answer. Fine, thank you.